Hello everyone, welcome back to Fate Grand Order. We're going through Shimousa here, and we just beat Assassin Paraiso last time, who was tough. Of which I then went to Twitter and was like, man, that was hard, and people were telling me the fun is just beginning. Okay, so, we're gonna go to, I guess, Kala Sutra. Hell is next, so let's do that. I've also been told, hey, don't worry. You need a Saint Quartz? Use one. Which, I'm like, I'll try to not. But I make no promises. Are we... Oh, no bird this time. Another beautiful blue sky. I love this weather. We're not getting the story of the bird? Okay. But it's such a nice day out for a trip back. If it was raining, my kimono would get all filthy. And you'd see my boobies. I paid good money for this outfit, so I want to look nice in it for as long as possible. I didn't think you cared about that sort of thing. Of course I do. I enjoy looking good, you know. Though I do forget all about it when it comes to fight a duel. I may run around doing whatever I feel like now, but back where I grew up, I was lucky to know lots of good people. Both this obi and kimono are proof of that. Hell, I wouldn't even have the money for my swords without help from the various people I've met. Anyway, at the rate we're going, we should be back at Grandpa Muramasa's hermitage in an hour or so. Let's hustle. I bet he'll have a piping hot white rice ready and waiting for us. Maybe even enough for seconds. We're gonna get there and it's gonna be destroyed. I can't say anything about white rice or seconds, but yes, I'd love to meet another friendly servant. It seems that the heroic spirit swordmasters didn't expect Master to be here in Shimousa. And we now know that they see him as a threat. The more allies we have on our side, the better. I'm worried about Kiyohime, though. Same here. Now that we know they can manipulate her mind, they may go after her again. Still, old man Tajima said he had a plan in place, and that we'd only get in the way if we stuck around. Though we couldn't stay in the castle any longer anyway. Not if it meant I would have to fight him to do so. Indeed, we have no choice but to entrust Lord Tajima with the princess's care. Besides, I believe he would finally draw his sword if the time came to protect her. I hope so, but the old man seems like he cares about other people's lives even less than I do. Hi, Donzo. Lord Tajima no Kami is a master of the Yegyu Shinkage Ryu, one of the greatest sword masters under the sun. You have nothing to fear in regard to the princess's safety. I didn't even notice you were here. Hey, Donzo, can I say something? Very well. It's okay to speak up sooner if you want to join the conversation. Say, when I was talking about the weather. Understood. Today's weather is beautiful. I shall enter that into my database. I just meant you could have jumped in around then, you know? Or you're walking the same path together and all. Understood. Same path. I shall enter that into my database. Wow, she's very robotic, isn't she? Not a robot, master. A mechanical puppet. Understood. Robot. I shall enter that into my... You don't have to enter that one. Understood. Entering that I will not enter it into my database. Anyway, since we're all walking the same path and all, why don't we take the time to enjoy it? It's not like we're in a hurry, right? Correct. I have not been assigned a specific deadline by which this mission must be completed. My new orders from Lord Tajima are to gather information around Shimousa. Okay. You're taking orders from Lord Tajima, huh? You're still a bad guy. I'm gonna place my hand on Lord Tajima. Ba-boom. Being a bad guy. I don't trust like that. And to ensure that all of you arrive safely at your destination. Okay, nothing in your orders precludes you from enjoying this walk, so it should be fine for you to join us a bit for this conversation. Precludes. What a fancy word. Must have learned a lot in your travels, Lady Musashi. Yes, Lady Donzo, what is it? Something on my face? You're trying to hide yourself right now. I'm afraid it's not working at all. My apologies. I was simply observing you out in the open, as I had determined I did not need to hide. That was intentional, then. At any rate, Lord Kotaro, may I ask you a question? Are you sure you are uninjured? During your battle, Lord Tajima no Kami ordered me to leave the princess and go outside the castle. But you stayed behind and fought the villain to keep the princess safe. Not only that, you suffered a terrible injury while you shielded that young man from a surprise attack. And yet you are still so sprightly. Oh, now I see. So you found that strange, huh? Since you are a ninja, at first I thought it might be due to some sort of ninjutsu. I recall you telling me that you were a Sagami ninja before, after all. But I searched my database and was unable to find any ninjutsu that would explain your rapid recovery. I see. Thank you for your concern, but I'm quite alright. My body is quite different from an ordinary person's, but it is not because of any ninjutsu. But I know you are not a machine like I am. While I have not had this sensation myself, I am aware that living creatures experience pain when they are wounded. I am unable to feel such things as humans do, but I have heard that pain can be unbearable to them. Well, there are certainly some wounds that can't be healed, but don't worry, mine weren't like that. What's more, I'm still the head of a ninja clan, even if I may not look like it. Pain is nothing new to me. I see. Understood. What is love? Seemed like you two were having a nice talk, and then it just kind of stopped. You're walking faster now, too? Wonder if I did something to offend her. I don't think so. If anything, I think it's the opposite. I think Kotaro might be right. I hate to say it, Tanner, but you're dead wrong in this case. She's literally a robot. She can't feel stuff. Danzo's definitely into him. What a lovely puppet. Buck up, Kotaro. She only said those things to you in the first place because she cares about you. If you say so, I don't know what to think myself. Yeah, I don't think so. It's knowing what we know. What am I doing? He is just an enemy, nothing more. There is no need for me to concern myself with his well-being. Oh god, is she actually falling in love? Then again, a ninjutsu can instantly heal wounds. Could be a significant threat. My duty is to learn as much as possible about the Yeah, I feel like Yagyu is... But at least that is what I believed. What is going on? Could some part of me be broken? Or could it be that I am feeling the effects of that evil aura from last night? Well... Go on, lap it all up. Don't leave a single drop behind. My bottle isn't just for pouring. It can also lap up suffering, regret, hate, and turn them into the finest wine imaginable. Sure you don't want some? It's delicious, you know. Please hurry before someone from the castle sees you. I don't mind you collecting the remains of the great serpent that Lady Paraiso summoned. Please be quick. I know, sorry for the trouble. I promise I'll soon be all done. Looks like she can suck. At any rate, Danzo. Oh, lovely Danzo. Yes. You're working as a spy under Caster's orders, right? You're not developing a soft spot for your marks, are you? Surely you jest. I am only here to fulfill my master's orders. Your master's orders, You mean like Chiyome? Boy, you ninjas sure have it rough. Doesn't being your master's obedient little puppet get old? It would for me. I don't think I could last a day like that. Foo-foo-foo. I know exactly what you're thinking. All the time you were hiding up near the ceiling, you couldn't take your eyes off that red-headed boy, could you? You must really... I don't think... Are we gonna get the revelation that, surprise, she's not like a puppet? She's like an android? I don't know. What was it he said? Oh, that's right. Something about how a ninja without a heart is no more than a blade. Nice words from a cute boy. I could easily see someone falling for his charm. He's not quite my type anymore, but if we're still alive, I'd have been on him like white on rice. Oh, jeez. Surely you jest. That's how you want to play this? Are you sure? Okay, if that's what you want. Doesn't make any difference to me. Oh. Nice little pop noise. Okay, that's all of it. All the cursed remains of the great god of OOA are mine to use as I like. Guess I'll head back to Arakawa now. Alright, please hurry. Always the responsible one, aren't you? So what if you're just a mechanical puppet? Come on, be straight with me. What is it you really want to do? She wants to smooch his gills. In the deep of night, an old forgotten battlefield lay on the eastern shore of Arakawa, the river that keeps Edo safe. An unthinkable sight was unfolding in an empty, untilled field. A great army, 10,000 strong, with cavalry, Foot soldiers, archers, and gunners was gathering. It was an army of the shogunate assembled quickly and in secret under the orders of Tajima no Kami with the sole purpose of wiping out every monster in Shimousa. Each troop was led by proud, experienced warriors from the Shimbara Rebellion and the Siege of Osaka. This army might as well have been the last one ever assembled whose soldiers remembered the age of war. Following their commander's orders, the army descended upon Shimousa. Whether they faced monsters, the Toyotomi, or Christians, they were keen blade created expressly to cut down any force threatening the society that Tokugawa created. They were just about to leave this field in order to rendezvous with their commander, Yagyu Tajima no Kami. Or at least that was the plan. Uh-oh, Blood Moon. The Seiwa Genji, bah. The Shogun, bah. What a deplorable state of affairs. Whatever happened to honor on the battlefield? Are there any truly brave men among you? If there are, then I might be willing to face you one-on-one. Lady Inferno didn't seem especially concerned, but I am. After all, your army's official, isn't it? I see you number at least 10,000. Some of you no doubt hail from upstanding families, and yet you're willing to resort to any means necessary to hunt down monsters, and you are no better than I. It is terribly vexing. Remind me of myself, far too much for my liking.
Where did you come from, woman? I find you and your presence here very suspicious.
Literally get back in the kitchen, says Hatamoto.
I was told that a woman led the army of monsters against Shimousa recently. I think you're one of her ilk. Stay right where you are and don't remove a muscle. Archers
Wow, that was fast. Lord Shimada just disappeared. He was on his horse and now he's gone. It's Lord Shimada's torso. Just his torso, what it's doing here. It must have flown over 20 paces. It's impossible. This must be sorcery. And look, that woman is still standing over 10 paces away from his horse. Oh, shut up. Just shut up. I've never heard anything so pathetic. It's unbearable. The Seiwa Genji must be rolling in their graves if they hear you, so-called warriors, now. All your insignificant buzzing, not a word to be heard. You're no better than insects. Insects are such disgusting creatures. Best to squash them quickly. Please squash me, Mommy. Since I'm already here, I may as well take the opportunity to exterminate this horrid infestation.
Look out! Here she comes!
Too slow, far too slow. Is she riding as the rider, or was, in every sense of the word, a bloodbath? This was no battle. It was wholesale slaughter. Fully armored cavalry, foot soldiers, archers, gunners. Each and every one was mowed down indiscriminately. Under the blood-soaked light of the crimson moon, all 10,000 men were sacrificed for Onreido. Let's be more precise. In total, there were 10,245 soldiers gathered there on the east bank of the Arakawa River that night. No less than 10,244 of them were cut down. The sole survivor was a young foot soldier. He was a youthful Hatamoto. Don't know what that word is, I'll look it up. Who'd never been on the battlefield. After listening to his older compatriots share their tales of battle, he volunteered for the Shimousa army of his own accord. What is a Hatamoto? Hatamoto. A Hatamoto was a samurai in direct service of the Tokugawa reading's hard. Tokugawa government shogunate of feudal Japan. Okay, so it is specifically samurai under Tokugawa, which I'm looking at now. Boy, they wore fancy suits. Not like samurai garb, but like tuxedos. Sadly, the bright and eager expression he had worn on his face merely half an hour earlier was now gone. The light was gone from his eyes, and all he could do now was stare up at the cloudy night sky, mumbling as saliva dribbled down his chin and tears rolled down his cheeks. Oh, he's broken, huh? What's all this? Why'd you have to go and slaughter all of them? And why'd you leave this shell-shocked idiot alive? Why bother killing him? He's so broken he is all but dead in spirit. A fool like that would make a poor sacrifice. I refuse to wet my blade when there is nothing to be gained from it. Didn't your parents ever teach you it was rude to not finish what's on your plate? Well, whatever. I'm a berserker, so I can't really be bothered. Anyway, nice job tonight, Kalasutra Hell. As for me, I went and lapped up every bit of suffering, regret, and hate I could find. What a little sneak. If I weren't a heroic spirit swordmaster, you would have been the first I killed. How terribly irritating. Sorry about that. By the way, Sutra Hell, I don't suppose you'd like to try something out? You see, my noble phantasm's all filled up right now. In fact, it's a little too full. I'd like to go and pour it all out, but if I did that, I might end up melting a whole province or two. What do you think? That's what you wish to do? Commit a pointless atrocity when Onredo is nearly upon us? Oh, very well. In that case, why don't we venture over to the neighboring province of Sagami? I've always wanted to see the Ashigara region for myself. Sagami, eh? What about Edo, then? Shall I eat everyone there while I'm at it? Oh yes, Edo, a city where people from all walks of life come together. It reminds me of an anthill more than anything. In my time, the eastern lands were never so populated. So, what do you say? I say no. The Lord Sorcerer has his own sights set on Edo. We should leave it alone. Then Sagami it is. Agreed, let us dye its ocean blood red. I do have some attachment to the Kamakura shogunate, but Sagami was the home of the loathsome Hojo clan. I thought the Hojo didn't matter anymore in this period. Well, whatever. They have very similar voices, and I apologize. Danzo, I know what you're about. Tell the others we're going to Sagami for a spell. Wait, Lady Kalasutra Hell, Lady Samgata Hell. Neither Lord Limbo nor Lord Imperior... all these different things. Lord Imperio, nor the Lord Sorcerer told you to destroy Sagami. Please, I ask that you reconsider. Come on, Samgata Hell. What are you doing? Apologies, Danzo, that's just how it is. Hold the fort for us while we're away. Oh, interesting. They're just doing it, huh? Both of you wait. Dang. Not even listening to what they have to do. Wow. We moved so far. Alright, so we got a couple different ones here. Let's see here. Let's get you. And let's go with, we got Kill Lancer for most of you. But let's switch out, that. Let's switch you out for you. And you out for you. Now we're just like one over, which is super annoying. So let's give you a rank 9 one. Not that one. 300 HP per turn and create arts. It's not bad for you, honestly. Sure, let's go with that. And we'll switch this out for you for... one that's good for you is... I mean, Guts and Critical Strength. Sea Stars. We'll stick with that for now. Okay. Alright. We're gonna keep this so we can switch them out if need be. Sounds good. Let's go. I'm stifling a sneeze as usual. You lot decided to come back, huh? And here I thought you'd gotten used to the cushy castle life. Well, serving our swordsman, a guest's a guest. You're probably tired after all that walking. Why don't we get some tea for our guests? Make sure it's hot. Okay, is it someone from the village? Like Miss Gohei or Mr. Numazu? Oh, it's the nice man and Miss Samurai, along with Mr. Red-Headed Lady and or Ninja and a lady I don't recognize. I'm home, Anui and Tasuke. Glad I get to see you two again. Me too. Hey, what was it like inside the castle? Was it amazing? It was so wide and spacious. We saw the girl we met in town too. She was a real princess after all. Wow, really? I can't believe it. Tasuke want milk. A baby. You there, new girl. You're ninja, ain't ya? I guess modern ninja don't even try to hide who they are anymore. Indeed. As of late, there are so many unusual characters running around that this outfit does not stand out much. Apologies for a belated introduction. I am Danzo. I am to escort Lord Tanner and Lady Musashi to this hermitage and see they return safely. Now that my task has been completed, I shall take my leave. Not in any rush, you should stay and rest up. Looks of it, I'd wager you're part of the Yagyu Tajima no Kami's Edo group. Since you were able to slip right through the bounded field I've been reinforcing over the last few days, I doubt you're one of the heroic spirit swordmasters either. Muramasa acts grumpy, but he's pretty nice. What are you getting at? Remember, I'm technically a merchant. If I want anyone buying my katana, I can't go around being all rude to my own damn customers. I may be blunt, but I at least try to be hospitable about running my business. At any rate, Tanner, the fact you're here means you have more to discuss, right? I also expect Musashi there to tell me how she's been treating my Mionjingiri. Come on then, out with it. You insist. I do, besides, just got a bit of interesting gossip myself. I'll share what we know. Does that mean there's been another incident in Shimousa? I heard those monsters we thought we ran off have started showing up again in Shimousa. Big story I heard about didn't happen in Shimousa. Apparently in a field near the Arakawa River, right on the edge of Edo. Army of 10,000. Army of 10,000? Is that what the traveling merchant was telling you about before? I didn't get to hear all of it that time because you made me go outside. What else did you have to say? Never you mind. Let's have supper first. No fair, Grandpa. I want to hear too. Burger. So does Tosuke. Come on, please. Hang on, Inui. Don't you also want to talk to me and Donzo and Kotaro and Tanner while we prepare dinner? If you want to know what the princess's sleeping chambers were like, I can tell you all about them. Oh, wow, really? I can't wait to hear about that. Okay, I'll go get dinner ready. Thanks, Inui. Here, let me help. How about you, Donzo? I, don't eat. Thanks. I didn't want the kids to hear this. You know, food comes first. Let's eat. Not so fast. You're gonna help us make it too, just as soon as you've finished your tea. I'll help too, of course. If you like, I can contribute some of my best Hyorogan to Google. It is Hyorogan. I type that in and Naruto comes up. What are these? Ninja's Food, Diet, and Provisions. What are they? Is a portable food for ninja and samurai. It's made from buckwheat flour, pearl barley, sesame seeds, honey, and sugar. It said that no food are needed except for one Hyorogan a day. Foxtail, barnyard grass, and buckwheat are eaten as a principal food by ninja. Furthermore, potatoes, tofu, fermented soybean paste, pickled plums. Okay, so they're like little ninja balls, I guess. And I like how I type it in and I get a comic from Fate Grand Order. It's hilarious how I type in these things that I want to learn about in real life and I still get Fate stuff. It's bad. Hyorogan, what's that? Oh, they're going to tell us. Hyorogan, isn't that a kind of highly nourishing ninja ration? It's shaped like a ball. Also that it tastes absolutely terrible? Don't be ridiculous, Lady Musashi. My client's Hyorogan is a warring state's cuisine at its finest. Is that true? I'm not equipped with taste sensors, but I'm still interested. May I see one of these Hyorogan for future reference? Well, I might be able to show you one at some point. Hey, can't wait. Go. Sheesh. It's just me and the kids here. Can't remember the last time my hermitage was so rowdy. You don't sound like you're unhappy about it. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Anyway, let's get dinner ready. Might not be fancy castle banquet. I'll still feed you good tonight. Better be grateful. I've got plenty of sweet fish I caught in the river out back. And we go get the tub I left outside. Okay. I'll help you. Grilled and salted sweet fish, white rice, and pickled veggies. This is the greatest meal ever. I don't think anything could beat it. You haven't had the Travis Scott burger. What are you talking about? Food is no No, but boy, you sure like making it though, huh? At any rate, I heard a lot happened at the castle. We'll eat up and get your strength back. We'll talk then. Yay, sweet fish! Musashi, you're actually drooling. Well, of course I am. What can be better than this? Oh, by the way, Grandpa, I'd love to have some udon for a midnight snack. Don't push your luck. Didn't you say you were going to help? Hurry up and get to work. Yeah, I know. Okay, let's take care of this one last job before we eat. Is it just slaying nearby stuff? Is that the plan? Thank you for the meal. It was delicious. Not only were the sweet fish fresh, they were salted and grilled to perfection. Is the river out back where you caught them famous for being a good spot? That was great. I'm like a yummy meal. Oh man, I couldn't eat another bite. I was unable to partake of the food myself, but I sensed that its presentation was lovely. Glad it will get you nowhere. Besides, I knew we handled the seasoning, so I do the actual cooking. Can we eat you sure okay with just water? I've heard about unusual ninja before, but I am, thank you. Your kindness is greatly appreciated, but please don't concern yourself with me. Got it. So full, getting sleepy. Tusker already fell asleep. It's so cute. You look pretty sleepy too, Onoi. I want to hear the story. I'm so sleepy. You can still hear what happened after you wake up. None of us are going anywhere. Really? Then maybe I'll just close my eyes for a little bit. That's it. You need a good night's sleep. Lord Muramasa, may I take Lady Onoi and Lord Tosuke to the inner room? I swear to God, if you kill them. That'd be great, thanks. Very well then. Come along, Lady Onoi, Lord Tosuke. Please watch your step. Okay. She's gonna slit their throats. Wow, Danzo's so good with children. Her voice is so calming, just like a mother or big sister. Yeah, I guess so. Otaro? Yes, everything's fine. Now I think this is an appropriate time to discuss what we all know. Arakawa is far west of here, on the eastern edge of Edo. What happened there last night? Listen up. The powers that be realized how serious things have gotten in Shimousa and finally decided to do something about it. There was that incident in Itachi as well. That, coupled with Tajime no Kami's messenger telling those bigwigs about our problems, must have been the kick that they needed to get the ball rolling. After all, they ended up sending a real army. The shogunate finally made a move. An army of 10,000 to be exact. I was told it was assembled after Hitachi was burned to the ground. 10,000? I'm impressed they managed to even find that many samurai in peacetime. Last year, the shogunate barely managed to assemble 12,000 for Shimbara, and only with help from the neighboring clans. So when will this 10,000 strong army reach Shimousa? Are they already on their way? I'm afraid not. Word is that last night, the army was killed to a man. No one survived? No, afraid not. It's more, it's something that concerns you directly. The heroic spirit swordmasters? Looks like. There's one young samurai who survived the massacre. He crossed the river by himself and was able to relay what had happened, but he died soon afterwards. According to him, it was 2 women who perpetrated the massacre, and 2 beautiful ones at that. Women, as I recall, the 4 remaining heroic spirit swordmasters. 2 were women, 1 was man. I'm not actually sure about the 4th. That's right, 2 of them were women, that much I'm sure of. A warrior able to kill 1,000 is bad, but 10,000? That's something else. More too. Later that night, before the sun could rise, the entire province of Sagami was destroyed. What? Did you say when you say destroyed, then what I said is completely gone. Entire towns were either burnt to the ground or looked like they'd been turned into molten glass. Maybe you've heard about how the mountains near Hakone were stripped bare to collect wood for Edo. Word has it that Sagami looks just now like those mountains. It was like lightning and fire broke out all over the province. That sort of thing doesn't happen by accident. It's clear that the same 2 heroic spirit swordmasters who slaughtered the army at Arakawa destroyed Sagami as well. Isn't that your hometown, Kotaro? I'm okay, Master. No need to worry about me. A servant, after all. No one from my time's still alive now anyway. Though if I'm truly honest, I'd be a liar if I said it wasn't at all upsetting. Sorry I'm still so immature. Nah, no one can blame you, dude. Thank you, Master. I overheard everything from the other side of the sliding door. It's all news to me, too. No idea what happened to Sagami. Lord Kotaro, I am sorry for your loss. Thank you, but I'm okay, really. Where are those 2 now, Lord Muramasa? Are they still in Sagami? No, I heard they went on a rampage killing anyone and everyone in reach until high noon. And they just vanished like smoke in a breeze. Thanks to that, some smaller villages managed to survive. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for bigger areas like Kamakura, the Odawara castle town. There's a lot more dead than there are survivors. All of Ito's in an uproar about it. I've gone up against those monsters myself, and I still find this hard to believe. Tanner, are servants really capable of that sort of thing? Yeah, some are. You bet, some servants are stronger than others. Some are better suited to certain situations than others. Some are overwhelmingly powerful when it comes to fighting one-on-one, while others excel at taking on large groups. Think of it like a Muso, if you will. I imagine these 2 are the latter. Of course, the worst kind of face are the ones who excel at both. All of Sagami, huh? Wow! Can't tell what they are after. We take Paraiso at her word. The heroic spirit swordmasters are planning to use Shimousa as the stage for some sort of plot. But in that case, why would they need to wipe out an army, let alone all of Sagami? It's almost as if they enjoy killing for killing's sake. I think one of those women was a berserker. It does seem like the heroic spirit swordmasters were all originally heroic spirit, whose spirit origins have been twisted into something monstrous. So then if a servant who had mental corruption, or possessed madness enhancement, were to transform into a heroic spirit swordmaster, they might just be capable of something this horrific. I don't know what those are, but it seems clear that those two are monsters in more ways than one. Indeed, they may even be more deranged than the other heroic spirit swordmasters we faced. Still don't know when they're coming back to Shimousa. Hell, they could already be there and plotting something. I guess there's no point fretting about that. Now it's your turn. Tell me everything you know. Have you figured out where their home base is yet? Well, you see, we're very busy fending off the heroic spirit swordmaster, so... We did hear about something called Unrado, though. Well, if they were that easy to track down, they wouldn't be such a threat. How many did you manage to defeat? I actually don't answer that. Just let me see the Myeonjin-giri Muramasa's blade. They'll tell me all I need to know. Really? You sure? Hold on. You put it through the ringer, haven't you? Looks like he was saying 3 of them so far. Fire and poison, eh? Remember you slew one of them here, so that makes 2 others. It all adds up. Why does it come loose at the hilt here? You threw it like a knife, didn't you? Should have gone with a wakizashi if you wanted to toss a damn thing like a street performer. How's a great swordsman like you not even carry a damn pocket knife? I'll say this for you, your dual-wielding style. It's a lot flashier than your male counterparts. If I had the time, I'd lend you another blade, but I'm just too busy right now. I guess it's okay. You may be treating it roughly, but at least you're not losing. That counts for a lot. So the leader of the monsters in southern Shimousa was a heroic spirit swordmaster, eh? Was the other one the villain that tried to assassinate Matsudaira's daughter? You got it, not bad even for the legendary Senji Muramasa. Are the kids dead? I'm still thinking that it is. The dark outside is so scary, but not a lot scary, okay? Just a little. Why are you outside, guys? No fair, Tasuke. I just changed your diaper, so you're all set, but I can't wait until the morning to go to the lavatory. Oh, she has to go to the bathroom. Come on, Ui. You'll be okay. It's right over there. Don't be scared. You're a big sister, remember? I really wish one of the grown-ups would take me. But they look like they're talking about something really important. I don't want to bother them. It's creepy out here, but I'm not scared. Ah! Is that the wind? Were those just some leaves being blown around? Sorry, no leaves here. Oh, great. You decided to go to the lavatory all by yourself, even though you were afraid. What a brave little girl you are. But you really should have asked a grown-up to come with you, you know. Haven't you? They told you it's dangerous to walk around alone at night. Do you know what happens to children who don't do what they're told? They get eaten by Oni. Ah! Oh boy. Did you hear that? Oh no, oh no. Oh, she's already gone. That was fast. But Muramasa is already headed outside as well. You stay with me, Master. I'll come too. Thank you. Oh, that's a blood moon. No, Tasuke. No, Tasuke, are you alright? Yeah, but Miss Samurai. Ah, the moon's blood red again. Yes, it's the same as when the other heroic spirit swordmasters appeared. One of the remaining 4 must have made their way past the barrier. Please save me, mister. Oh god, ara. My cursed name is Berserker Samgata Hell. It's such a treat to see you again. Mine is Rider Kalasutra. Ordinarily, we heroic spirit swordmasters can't be bothered to remember faces. Da-da-da-da! Wow! You're not even hiding that it's them. But now that the 3 of us have been defeated, the Lord Sorcerer is done playing around. Is it going to be a double team? Frick off if that's the case, that sucks. Now we have the Master of Chaldea, Shinman Musashi, and the insolent servants helping them in one place. Now what is it people say in situations like this? Alright, time to pay the piper. I love that, even though I'm also not fond of an even simpler one. I'm also fond of an even simpler one. It's payback time. Anyway, here's what's going to happen. We're going to kill you. Every single one of you. Ah, Raiko and Shuden Doji. Well, that's just great. Now they know my true name. I didn't tell them, did I? Don't ask me. How should I know? Well, wait, what? I know this is the most important thing to ask given the circumstances, but do you know these 2 swordmasters, Tanner? It's more like I know 2 people who look exactly like them. Jutendoji and Minamoto no Raiko are both heroic spirits, whose spirit origins are in Kaldia's database. However, I believe these two are completely different summons of them, as neither recognizes us. Please be careful, Master. They may look like our acquaintances, but they are villainous heroic spirit swordmasters. Little more than atrocity incarnate. Jutendoji. She was the leader of all Oni kind back in the Heian period. And Minamoto no Raiko was one of the fiercest monster slayers ever and lived in the same time. I thought I'd already experienced how formidable heroic spirits were for myself, but seeing two mortal enemies side by side like this... If this is supposed to be a joke, it's not funny. It isn't. You two give Inoue and Tasuke back right now. Sorry, but no dice. Our master really, really has it in for you, sweetie. We could fight to the death right now, but I don't want you finishing too soon. We're so much stronger after all. Let's draw this out a bit. Why don't we start with a bit of... I was gonna say, that sounded sexual, and there we go. Come forth, dark vessels of suffering, regret, and hate. Come forth and set your fangs upon all living creatures. What do we got here? Oh, it's a lot of them. Tanner, get ready to fight. There's a whole lot of them this time, so I'm gonna need your help more than ever. Let's go save Inoue and Tasuke. Of course, we won't let them get away with this. I'm literally counting down to child murder. I am looking at the seconds and waiting for on-screen child murder. Probably not. Well, Boars, huh? Okay. Start with this. Alright. Let's do this to get you meter. Because, you know, overkills and whatever. Okay. Alright, and... what do we have next? Is it going to be more of the same? Heck yeah, it is. Alright. Let's go... Gee, let's go like... Let's go like this, because then she needs more at the end there, and it's easier to get it up with him. Well, that also sounded kind of sexual, but oh well. Okay. So let's go... like that. Okay, and slash, and kill, huh? Nice. Alright. Finally a Dark Warrior. I mean, that's fine to face off with here, honestly. So let's do... this. Into this. Into this. With a bit of this. And a bit of this. Alright, so we're gonna go... that 100's gonna be nice, so we'll do that there. Okay, let's try it. Let's see how we do. But even without a good type matchup, that's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, please get her so that she can get her Noble Phantasm ready to go. LMAO. Okay, so we're gonna go... a bit of this. Just continue to rip and tear. I love it. You love to see it. Power of life or death. Okay, that just sure hit and stuff. Let's go... a little bit of this. Nice. Okay, let's use this. Why not? Let's just guarantee that we can do enough to probably kill him in the next couple turns. I mean, couple in the literal sense of 2 turns, you know. Okay. Now let's go. Probably not. That's okay. I mean, he'll maybe kill one of them, but we'll see. Bisect? That's a strong name. Ah, you bisected Lancelot. Oh no. Oh wow, you killed Musashi as well. Okay, well, that's fine. Because now you got dudes that will actually destroy you, so... And check this. Hawkeye and projection. You're done, bucko. Watch this, fool. Yeah, 50. Jeez. That's the good stuff. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, you don't get to scream that out because you did actually nothing this time, dude. Like, why would you scream that out when you're actually not doing anything? No, that's very in line, though. That's, like, incredibly in line with what he would do. Okay. Are we gonna just fight them now? If so, that's scary. So, you know what? Let's go with... Because if we have Shuten Doji, she can poison. So let's go to Kill Rider. Because if we have these two, they can both poison, which is going to be kind of dope, right? And then instead of Avenger, we'll switch you out for you in the back, and maybe... You did really good there. And we'll just switch that. And maybe instead of this, we'll give you a 9er. Art cards, crit strength. Buster up, noble phantasm gain. Healing effect. Oh. I could have put that on. Could have put that on her. Art of Death, humanoid. They're both humanoids, so that'll be good. Okay. Alright. Let's give this a go, because if you both get poison on, I could do really good. In fact, if I had them and Robin Hood, oh man, we could do some good poison strats, but maybe not. You all kill so well, it's breathtaking. Oh, hi, Keanu Reeves. Shinmun Musashi, the ninja boy and the master of Kaldea. It's such a treat watching you cut down our wispy little monsters. I'm glad to see you're at least somewhat proficient in battle. What a disappointment it would be if you weren't. We have been stretching our legs and visiting some far-off places, but it's the same letdown everywhere we go. It's so dreadfully boring. I didn't expect you'd be on par with the great Tsuchigumo at the very least. Oh boy. I hope you can put up as much as a fight as an Oni. Otherwise you won't be worth the rust you might make on my beloved blade. Rust? Surprised to see a glorified street thug carrying about her sword. But Muramasa came out too, though I guess it's no surprise considering what's at stake. Can't say it's a good thing though. He may be strong, but his is the kind of strength you get by not worrying about protecting yourself. Oh, you have no idea what you're saying. Face off against the Swordmaster, it'll end up in a draw. I've got my hands full with my own defense. Oh, look what we have here. I see you must be the rogue's servant. Shut up. Raiko, was it? Which blade do you have on you right now? Yatsuna or your Kumogiri? Well, if you'd like to find that out badly, you could always try to make me draw it. After you cross swords with me, you'd only have the little Oni over there to deal with. Who knows? You might even be able to rescue these children. Don't get her let to you. Don't get her get to you. I don't know that. That's why I'm just letting them ramble on and not doing a damn thing. So you're right. I can't save the kids on my own. Please, get them back. Of course you will. That said, now that they've got hostages, we can't really go all out. Afraid it's not going to be quick or straightforward, Lord Muramasa. So I can conceal my presence and make my way behind them. While you keep them busy, I'll go and... Wait, Lord Kotaro, they appear to be plotting something. It seems your ideas weren't always completely worthless after all, some gotta hell. They seem very flustered indeed. This does differ slightly from the Lord Sorcerer's plans, but That's what happens when we heroic spirit swordmasters are involved. Now let's begin. Perhaps this way we can have a bit of fun. Right. Oh, they're getting warmed up. The meat's all nice and juicy. That doesn't mean it's okay to eat them. Yeah. Hey, you there. Can you take this kid off my hands? She's shaking so badly she can barely move, and don't go eating them, got it? They're keeping the children out of our reach by handing them off to one of their pet monsters. Hate to say it, but that's smart. But it's also incredibly tacky. Tacky? Why are my words not being good? Even if they got us backed into a corner, let's still call it out for the cowardly move it is. I don't get you heroic spirit swordmasters at all. Having a chat while innocent children suffer as your hostages? You're a disgrace to beautiful women everywhere. Oh, what a waste. You're both as pretty as a Tama. You can hardly stand to look at you. What a waste. Dang, called out. Yikes, that one nearly got my head off. Impressive, she didn't even give herself away in the slightest. Musashi's pretty good when she tries. Musashi's only flaws that her overly erratic sword key. Still, this opponent's bad news. She must be the real Minamoto no Raiko. Can't believe she deflected Musashi's strike, which is a flick of her wrist. What just happened? I didn't see something. Thanks, Sutra. Hell, it's a lot better than having you and your sword on my side than against me. Don't be silly. I keep telling you I did nothing special. I simply swung this sword as I saw fit. I dare say my Yatsuna handling is far more impressive. If I strike my sword here, the enemy's blade will shatter. If I swing it here, the head will fly 8 paces. Anyone defending their home from their enemies would do the same. Easier said than done. What's scary is you really seem to believe it. So what will you do now? Cut down the monsters behind you before they can try anything. You two get in my way, I'll cut you down as well. If 2 katana aren't enough, I'll use 3. If 3 aren't enough, I'll use 4. Yo, I was gonna say Zoro? No, that's one-upping Zoro. If 4 still aren't enough, I'll sacrifice myself and bite through your neck with my own damn teeth. Oh my, how brave, how adorable. You must really believe that throwing your life away will make a difference. I'm afraid that's just not how it works. On the battlefield, fortune favors the strong. A few buzzing insects like you have no hope of victory. Yo, everyone, I'm counting on you. Let's do this. Yes, Master, I'll do everything in my power to assist you. I may not be of much help, but I too will do what I can. My database says that one should always repay one's host for their hospitality. Go ahead, then. I won't stop you. In fact, I won't be stopping any of you. I'll simply swing my sword and call down thunder and lightning. Well, go on, then. Now let's do this thing. But just so you know, we were really strong, so let's try to stay alive. My blade is the sword of execution. My authority is absolute. Now, have at you. Let's see what sort of fight you put up. This may not go well. We'll see. Oh boy. This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. The one we gotta get rid of is Berserker of Samgata because she's a Berserker. Fence down. Thankfully, this will be a way to do it in... This will be a way so that we don't have to worry too much about the, If we get rid of Berserker, then we don't have to worry about the type matchup. But, oh my god, this is gonna suck. Could we charm? Let's try it. Well, we charmed one. Okay, let's do this to start, because that'll be good damage to start. Plus, you get the bonus up for females, so you're good against them, Carmella. Oh, I don't like those noises. Demonic Nature is attack up. Okay. Let's go... Meter sucketh. Miss, but I still got the gain. Okay. Let's go. A little bit of these. I know it's ironic we have Shuten Doji versus Shuten Doji, but it's fine. Wow, that damage, huh? Stop that. Well, at least we got 100 with her, so that'll be the best we can probably do for now. Okay, Okay. Pop this on just so that we can hopefully have you survive a bit more. We're gonna go Phantom Maiden,
とてもいいわよ。
and then
ぼちぼち
these
やらし
here.
やす
And we just gotta try our
すべて
best.
は幻想のうち。けれど少女はこの箱に。ファントムメイデン。
Oh, that damage! Doji's getting up. Good. Oh, that's annoying. Hopefully we can actually have her attack and stuff. Or not. Let's shuffle. Great! Okay.
見るも役も同じやさ
Literally, it's just like,
てやらしやす
yeah, chain error. At least we got one hidden.
あれ
Oh, this is gonna suck. You're done. Couldn't even do my strategy that I wanted. You're nearly done. Okay, Ishtar's here. Wait, shoot, why did I grab Ishtar? Why are you on my... Oh, frick. Okay, well. Well, that's not what I wanted, but okay.
前に
Oh, what's with this slowdown? Okay, let's go.
大盤振る舞い
Try our best. I feel like this is a lot for not even a boss, you know?
戦士万行真剣に
Corroding poison is quite nice. It'd be nice if we had someone who could actually then use that poison.
なんとくらいよ
Okay. I'm gonna pop that on you. Okay, and we're gonna go
やらしや
just
す
keep up that damage going for you. Maybe it'll be like you only need to get one of them down their break gauges. That'd be nice. Oh god. Oh god, it's actually a double noble phantasm. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, and that was only one hit of invincibility? Or it rather just doesn't... Okay. So I have a question. How? Okay. Let's start with this on you.
ダブル
Okay.
小手調べな
There we go. Broke one gauge.
これで終わり
Okay.
さあ
Okay. 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 Well, I'll know not to use you. I don't know why I grabbed you. I was stupid is why. For some reason, I just glanced over that. But, boy. Boy. That's a problem of a fight. If it's them together for the actual fight, frick off. So heavy, each of her strikes has tremendous force behind it. Must be the difference in our body weight. Thank goodness for Lord Muramasa's sword. I wouldn't be able to keep pace with her without the Myeonjin-giri. Their attacks are so strong that I'm unable to measure them, and yet they are still only fighting with a fraction of their power. I can't even touch them. Whenever we get close, they always work together to deflect our moves. It's all we can do to just scratch them. Might be able to handle one at a time, but together we're completely outclassed. Yeah, that's how I feel. I could make up the difference with my sword. So I might have a chance. They may both be monsters, but they're not equally skilled. I can see that you're both terrifically strong, that you're not much for playing around. Your sorcerer master sent the two of you together because he's finally getting serious after seeing 3 of you defeated when they came to us alone? Well, I don't know about that. Kaizer Sutra Hell and I have always been great friends. Touch me again and I'll squash you like the insect you are. Yikes, that was scary. No fair. All of you ganging up on poor little me. Well, I guess this is it for now. See you around. Hold it. Give me back my grant. Not again. Get out of my way. What if that was the kid in disguise? Now's our chance. You really think so? Come on then, catch us with the game of Stella Ella Oni. Funny. Get it? Cause yeah. No way, Tosuke. Grandpa, everyone, I'm so sorry. It's all because I went outside. It's all because I had this shitty. If I hadn't, these Oni would have never. Don't worry, we'll rescue you in no time. Mister Onui. She'd only just learned how to hold her tears back, and you go and make her cry all over again. What the hell's wrong with you two? Oh, how scary. There's nothing worse than a stern talking to from an old man. I guess that's our cue to leave. Agreed. Very well then, Master of Chaldea, Shinmen Musashi. We'll be waiting for you on the peak of the nearby mountain. If you wish to save these children, you will come to see us before daybreak. No, on second thought, we will wait for you there until high noon. I won't even tell you two to come alone. Feel free to bring all your little friends with you. The more there are to kill, the merrier your deaths will be. Ooh. They vanished. It's like the skill we used to conceal our presence. Can't figure out the particulars, but it must be a skill that's unique to the heroic spirit swordmasters. Didn't even leave a scent behind. If we go after them with no plan, we'll be playing right into their hands. Grandpa Muramasa told us to go to the nearby mountains, so that's where we go. Hurry up, we don't have a moment to waste. I promise you we'll save them. Of course we will. We have to pay you back for your hospitality, and I have my pride as a fighter. Now that I have a feel for the Oni's claws and the Yatsuna's reach, I, Shinmen Musashi, swear that I'll take their heads off the next time we meet. I'm happy it's not a thing where Muramasa's like, I knew I shouldn't have trusted outsiders. I'm gonna be a big bum who will now hate you guys until you bring her back without, my help. And it's like, no. He's actively being like, I will be, like, we will help and get through. Alright, so we got assassins and lancers. So let's grab you. But I'm going to put you in Bill Lancer. We're going to move you into the back. Switch you out for Betty. I like Bedivere more, just as an overall supportive fellow. Bring you in. Sounds good. All right, looks good. 300 more HP. Now we'll switch this off for quick card up. No quick cards work well for you. This one's a good one. All right, let's go. Heading off. Section 11, Quarta Cantica, Kala Sutra Hell, the Middle. Now that we have hostages, how should we treat them? Well, that's obvious. Killing them is our best option. Not knowing whether they're dead or alive will panic our enemies. And once we no longer have to worry about them, we'll be free to act as we see fit. Whenever one deals with humans, that's the best approach. But our opponents aren't people, you say? Now that you mention it, I suppose they're not. To tell the truth, we heroic spirit swordmasters have no way of telling right from wrong. There's no point wondering about whether to kill them or not. All we have to do is what our curse of annihilation tells us. What did Castor tell us again anyway? He told us that to go after the little kids, right? So that's what we did. Well, whatever. One hostage, two hostages, it's all the same to me. Let's go ahead and kill him. You're going to kill me? Am I going to die like Mom and Dad? Well, I thought you'd be bawling your head off, but you're really keeping it together. What a good big sister you are, Nui. Hey, it's not like I want to do this either, okay? This is just more efficient. You heard that a scary lady over there mumbling to herself, right? Killing you two is the best option we've got. Please. What's that? Please don't kill Tosuke. He's just still a baby. Grandpa said babies should never have to die. Wow. Okay, I'm not going to say anything to that. There's a joke I could make. Sorry, but it's out of my hands. You get that, right? Besides, this whole world's got nothing but a dream, so why not do whatever we like? If it makes you feel any better, you can pretend that the Oni in the mountains who's about to eat you is just another bad dream. Anyway, no time like the present. Besides, you two really do look good enough to eat. What's with the sword, Kala Sutra? Hell, you almost cut my head off. you so much to try eating a child in front of me, I'll take your head myself. Wait, what? I never heard anything about that. Well, now you have, so take your hand off her shoulders and put your claws away. I swear, you're more out of your mind than me in my berserk state. Where do you even get off calling yourself a rider? You killed your noble phantasm horse without a second. I was wondering about that, okay. You said you didn't need it because it wasn't embedded with your curse and eye of annihilation. And yet here you are, still calling yourself a rider. How does that make sense, I ask you? But fine, fine. Claws are gone now. See? Sorry for hurting you, little Anui. Looks like we'll take a rain check on mealtime. What's going on? Gonna kill me or not? Of course I won't kill you. I would never kill a child, nor could I ever let one die in front of me. You're hurt, and your life is in danger, yet you're so brave. Oh, what a precious little girl you are. You're just like me. Look at you doing your very best to keep your little brother safe. Oh, what do you mean? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for how we treated you, but I won't ask you for your forgiveness. I couldn't. We're broken inside. We were broken the moment we had our curses implanted in us. It's like we were already dead. Not that our spirit origins have been shattered and rebuilt. We've become machines called heroic spirit swordmasters. We're broken, all of us, and there's no way we can be fixed. That's why sometimes we say things we really don't mean. Is that what you really think? Poor little Oni child, poor little warrior. Your human self was broken a long time ago. You can't blame it all on your karma. That's just one more log in the fire, right, Minamoto no Raiko? A little bit of internal struggle going on. Didn't you just say we don't have a moment to waste? Now is now a good time to forge a new katana. Oh my god, are you getting dual Mionjin-giri, though? Get a hold of yourself, Grandpa. We don't have time for the whole so blinded by rage you've lost sight of reality thing. Muramasa! I'm sorry, Master. Lord Muramasa said he was going to get ready, but as soon as he came back to the hermitage, he lit a fire in his forge. Lord Muramasa is a graduate of the Muramasa School of Smithing. That is why he forges like a man possessed. As a servant... never mind. All of you shut up and get ready to leave. I see now, damn it. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing this to keep a level head. Now quit gawking and go get ready. Don't make me say it again. Once you're all ready to go, we'll be leaving right away. Got that? Got it! Well, it's fairly... Sometimes you choose an answer and you're like... It's very clear you picked the wrong one. Well, it's fairly tall, but we should be able to reach the top in 2 hours. Anyway, once we get there, we'll be facing off against those two again. Can you handle that, Tanner and Kotaro? If you don't think you're ready to fight because they look like people you know, then you should stay behind. I can deal with them on my own. No, trust me, that's not a problem. I'm going to keep the promise I made to Nui. Well, then would you mind if I said something? I don't know how much consolation it'll be, but I have some thoughts I'd like to share. I don't think we should think of them as the heroic spirit swordmasters as their actual heroic spirits. I know we haven't taken the time to make sure we're on the same page about this, so I want to be clear. They're nothing more than walking corpses. I was convinced of that when we fought Lord Inshin. I think you should accept that too if you can. Especially now that you're going up against ones you know personally. Of course, I know that's easier said than done. True, they do look and sound just like the heroic spirits we know. But they're still completely different people. Master, I believe Lady Musashi is right. Besides, heroic spirits are essentially different people every time they are summoned as servants anyway. Even if they retain their memories of the other times they've been summoned. There is no heroic spirit who is exactly the same person every time they are summoned. Rather, they're the same person, but one who is as different as possible. Maybe it would be more accurate to say that they are a completely different person who very closely resembles them each time. Yeah. Aldia's spirits are nothing like this, so yeah, it makes sense. The dead don't come back to life, and they shouldn't. I mean, Shiro's right there. But the heroic spirit swordmasters, well, as Lady Musashi said, they are corpses. In essence, they are the dead come back to life. They're beings born from dead servants. What I've been told about Lord Hozu and Inshin, sounds like becoming a swordmaster changes everything about them, not just their personalities. It's not like the principle that makes every heroic spirit essentially a different version of the same person. They may be close to the servants you saw in Shinjuku, at least in the sense that their spirit origins differ from their natural state. That was a phenomenon specific to Shinjuku, so... Lady Inui, Lord Tasuke, Did you say something, Danzo? Oh no, I'm sorry. This would be difficult for you to understand. Please, pay that no mind. Anyway, I know it's hard, but we can't give up now. Right, I will help too. Lord Tajima no Kami told me to assist you should the heroic spirit swordmasters appear. So I shall push my performance limiters to their maximum, because I wish to protect those 2 children. Is there something on your mind, perhaps? No, it's nothing. Please don't concern yourself. Alright, both my iron and me have cooled down. You all talk too much. Quit wasting time and go get ready. The sun will be up before you know it. We got a battle at high noon. You're right, Lord Muramasa. By my estimation, cutting through this bamboo forest should make for a good shortcut. Please try to make do just a little longer, Master. Like I could carry you on my back. Don't bother. I even managed to peek through that mop of yours and look at your master. Kid's lower's body got plenty of muscle to spare. Must have done a lot of walking. Not for exercise, but for survival. Yeah, I walked across the United States multiple times. Well, I guess I have walked quite a bit. That's right. Understand your capabilities. Times like these, you want your companions to be full of confidence. Good point. I don't know just how much he's been walking, but the fact he crossed an entire continent means he's definitely no slouch. Of course, I'm not half bad either, since I'm a pretty seasoned traveler. Shut up, cow legs. I wasn't talking to you. Jeez. Where'd that come from, Grandpa? Come on, can't you be nice and treat me like one of your grandkids, too? Got my hands plenty full with 2 grandkids already. I need a third like I need a hole in my head. See, you're back. Went on to scout ahead. I detected a small number of monsters ahead. We could go around them, but that would cost us a great deal of time. I see, then we have no choice but to go through them. Lord Muramasa, Lady Musashi, they're both already gone. Oh, let's catch up and break through. Got it, Master. Come, Lady Danzo, you too. Understood. Okay. Let's get going. Sorry, sometimes I get pop-ups from my Discord, and I saw had a bad dream, gotta microwave the baby, in response to more stuff from Ken Pender's new comic. I couldn't begin to explain the story of Ken Pender's, but all I'm gonna say is I eagerly look forward to the Down the Rabbit Hole video on that man once everything is said and done. Alright, so that one is done. We're moving on to Battle 2 of 3. Boars and Ghosts. Boars and Ghosts. Let's go. A little bit of all this. Look at our Knights of Justice. I mean, it makes sense that, like, a majority of the good saber class are all the Knights of the Round Table. Plus, it's pretty cool, also. I mean, who doesn't look at the Knights of the Round Table and go, those are really cool? I remember reading stories of, like, the Green Knight and stuff. That's a good story. That's a really neat one. I think it's actually getting a movie. A rated R movie, which, sure, that makes sense, because, you know, that's about how it was kind of, you know, in that time period. Everything was rated R back in that day. Real life was rated R, even. We just need Betty to get a little bit more meter, and then we can do a nice, big, dumb combo. So let's do this for now. There we go. And there we go. Alright, what is our final things we gotta get through? Oh, fun! Lot of boars. Okay, let's go Noble Phantasm up for us. Let's do... You don't need any of yours. A little bit of defense up would be nice. Attack up and Buster up. Let's go with attack up. So we're gonna go... Let's go like this. We'll go... Yeah. Big strong. Let's go. Okay. And we got this. Let's see, will this be enough to rip, tear, destroy, be good? Sick. You know what would have been sicker if these dudes actually dropped stuff? Apparently we got gems though, so that's good. Hey, we got that. And hey, I'm gonna need to put together these fragments into some Saint Quartz because I don't expect me to get through these battles very well. Okay. Let's see. Hey, guess what? There's one there. That fragment right there, that one is going... This one here, I'm not even considering me having it because it's probably one that... It's probably one that I'll need to use. Oh my god, are we fighting them? No, we're not fighting them already. Okay, good. It's probably one that we will use to revive in that battle because I don't believe I'll be able to get through it. Period. Okay. Sure, let's do this. And let's maybe bring you up just so that we get through a little quicker because you're more attack. Okay, let's go. The obstacles have been eliminated. Let's keep going. We should pass the mountain pass soon. Now, this place is like the back of my hand. I'll lead the way. Oh, that's new, he says on the back of his hand. Everyone, there's something I would like to discuss. What is it? Can you tell us while we walk? Okay, but be sure to watch your step. Lord Tajima has told me a few things about servants, and I still do not know much about them. However, they sound as though they are dead people returned to life. So then, what is the difference between heroic spirit swordmasters and heroic spirits? According to what you have said, it sounds as though they are both more than that. Heroic spirits are heroes who left a significant mark on human history, and servants are their shadows. These servants far exceed the capabilities of ordinary people, and many are exceptionally powerful warriors. For example, a single servant joining a battle could lead anyone to victory against an entire army. Whole army. That sounds just like the heroic spirit swordmasters who burned down Hitachi and wiped out Sagami. True, that's because the heroic spirit swordmasters are servants that have been twisted to do evil. I see. In fact, I'm a servant myself. Oh, but I'm not a heroic spirit swordmaster. I see. Yes, that's right. I see. I did not know that. Sorry, I didn't tell you sooner. Couldn't think of a good way to broach the subject, so... Oh, look at those two having a moment. This is hardly the time or place when I can't take my eyes off them. Have some privacy, Musashi. As for some god of hell and Kalasutra hell, there are servants who ended up becoming heroic spirit swordmasters. Well, we once have been Shutendoji and Minamoto no Raiko, but whatever they were in life, they are now heroic spirit swordmasters, become vicious creatures we saw for ourselves. At least, that's my best guess based on everything we know so far. However, in their particular case, there is something else. It's, I hesitate to bring this up, but I think it's important that we all be aware of it. That goes for you too, Master. Before Shutendoji and Minamoto no Raiko were heroic spirits, they were Oni. Shuten is like the Queen Oni. Right, Shutendoji may be more overtly Oni than Raiko, but Oni blood still runs through both their veins. But we can't deny the possibility that this may be affecting how they are as heroic spirit swordmasters. Oni, you say. As for me, I'm going to think it. Tomoe Gozen seemed like she was using some Oni power as well. She was really strong. I'll say I've never seen anyone use a bow like that before. It's downright terrifying. Anyway, Oni, huh? I've had run-ins with Oni before. There were a bunch around when Tanner and I first met, of course, but that was far from the only time. I've got a few thoughts of my own based on my own experiences, if you'd like to hear them. Basically, there are many different types of Oni. First, creatures outside the domain of humans, the uncivilized and untamable. Second, the descendants of abominations that possess power outside what is categorically within human capacity. And third, beings whose hatred of this world was so intense it gave them corporeal form and could never be pacified. Some were even born like that because of how they were portrayed in stories. There are Oni that live outside humans' domain, Oni that possess supernatural power, and Oni that came from stories. Right, now let's go back to the heroic spirits. It may not mean much, but I happen to notice something they have in common. I guess you can think of this as a kind of thought experiment. What do they have in common? By definition, heroic spirits are heroes, right? And it's not just like any samurai who made a name for himself on the battlefield can become one, right? Some of them are people who, say, rebelled against a cruel feudal lord in order to save others, right? So, Spartacus or Boudica. What's more, they can do a lot more than any human. May not be true for all of them, but most heroic spirits are really strong, right? Right, just the fact their bodies aren't harmed by ordinary attacks makes them exceptionally dangerous. In which case, the first two kinds of Oni I mentioned above half apply to heroic spirits too. Some heroic spirits are unbound by human mores, and some far exceed human capabilities. As for the third kind, I see what you mean, you're right, that might not be too different either. Some heroic spirits are born from concepts and stories, and some are summoned as servants who have been transformed into monsters by the effect of those concepts and stories. Right. Isn't that kind of what the current situation feels like? I'm afraid I no longer follow you. Are you saying that Oni and heroic spirits are the same thing, Lady Musashi? Not the same, Lady Danzo. Lady Musashi is simply saying that there are similarities. Similarities. Right, they're very similar, but only at a superficial level. At their heart, they're fundamentally different. Major difference between heroes and Oni is the fact that Oni kind can never coexist with humans. At heart, Oni are twisted, warped creatures. They could smile one moment and devour someone they love the next. Everything about them can change in an instant. Complete and total inversion, like it was nothing. Sorry to interrupt you, Musashi, but the third kind of Oni has shown up. Take a look, it's almost like you invited the thing here. Is that a great dark Oni? Ah, it's an Oni born from malice and hatred. This is just one of those speak of the devil things, okay? I didn't invite it here. Lady Musashi ran off ahead. I'm gonna go join her. We have to get through here quickly. Understood. Then I shall help you to slaughter this Oni as well. I mean, you won't. You actually won't, but... Okay. Let's see. We getting a unique sprite for this Oni? Let's the Boars. One more time. Get them boars. Sinful boars. It's weird fighting small boars, because most of the story I've fought gigantic boars. But then again, that's my favorite type of asset reuse, is when they take something that was large and turn it into like a small enemy. I like that. I know some people don't like it, but I do. I think it's a neat creative thing. Okay, so let's go. A little bit of this. This is enough. God, it is just Stinger. I know Saber in different fighting games apparently uses DMC moves, which is the coolest thing, and I'm very happy about. Okay. Oh yeah, it's the cursing Oni, of course. Okay. Let's do some damage to start. Now he can hurt us, but we can hurt him kind of just as much. Okay. Great ferocity, attack down, defense down. That's annoying. Oof. Yeah, that hurts. That hurts a lot. We can do this. Do as much as we can to you. Yeah, so let's do that with you. So we'll go like that. Okay. Don't kill Musashi. I want her to use her stuff. We're out, Rip. Never mind. Okay. Alright, Betty. Actually, Betty can make us be real strong. Let's do that then. Alright. So now... Hee. I mean, I could do a full combo, but I could also get those hundreds, so... Let's do that. Good stuff. Ah, stop with the defense down. That's annoying. So let's hit him with this just so that we can survive. And we'll go a little bit of this. Good stuff. Let's go like this. Bet he survives and we got this, because he'll have the knee. Well, maybe not. Can you stop with the defense down in, my dude? Okay. Let's hope this kills. Nope, because we got those attack downs. That's fine. Cadaver burning? Oh, oof. Okay, well. Saber, Lily, and Mash. Alright, well. Yeah, you know what? You were a bit tougher than I expected. I'm not even gonna lie. But that's fine, because we still beat you. There we go. Oh, what is the Oni drop, I wonder? Okay. He dropped Nut and Crystal. Always welcome a good Oni nut. Yep. Bye, dude. Cell eliminated. It was tough, but we managed. Does this mean that the heroes have won and defeated the Oni? I'm afraid I still don't fully understand. Sorry if I confused you. I was just saying whatever came to mind. Don't dwell on it too much. Still, in the end, it doesn't really matter if you're a heroic spirit or an Oni. It's a hell of a thing to say. It doesn't. I may have plenty of opinions to share, but I still don't even know who I am. I've been to many different worlds, fought opponents with the same name countless times, and written something called the Book of Five Rings, but for all that, I don't even know my own hometown. I'm being perfectly honest, I died back when I first wandered into a different world. I'm not the same person I was back then. I might even just be a ghost claiming to be Miyamoto Musashi. Even I don't know who I am. There's one thing I can say for sure. At the very least, I'm no Oni. That's just as true for Oni too. Even if they don't know who they are, they can say this much for sure. I'm an Oni. I'm a beast and I live my life accordingly. As long as you know that about yourself, that's all that matters, even if you don't know who you really are. Or even if you've long since forgotten who you once were. As long as I decide how I want to live and act accordingly, then I'm me. I won't let anyone criticize me for that. Or, well, at least I'm not going to criticize me for it right now. I guess what I'm trying to say is right now I'm someone who's going to fight bad guys with all of you. What about you, Tanner? I want to save Inoue and Tasuke. You got it. Doesn't matter who your family was or where you came from. All that matters is what you want to do and what you actually do. So cheer up, Kotaro. Be honest, you felt bad for a moment earlier because you thought you were an Oni just like me, just like them, didn't you? Ulp. Is that true, Lord Kotaro? As far as Tanner and I are concerned, Kotaro, the fact that you're trying to save Inoue and Tasuke makes you awesome. You're like a hero of justice straight out of a fairy tale. Meanwhile, Muramasa's right there. He's just like, that word. Those words, hero of justice. Say it again. Say it again. Say, oh my god. Why am I feeling this, right? Like, it's as soon as those words are said, he freaks out. Got a big spot for people like that. Yeah, I'm an underhand coward who'll do whatever it takes to win. I can't stand people who go around preaching justice, but I love people who try their best to do the right thing. So hold your head up high, Lord Kotaro. As long as you want to help others, I'll want to help you. Well, if Lady Musashi, one of the greatest heroes of all time, thinks that highly of me, I suppose I have no choice but to rally myself and fight. Wait, really? Is that how I went down your history books? Aw, she's novice. You want to do and what you actually do. In that case, what am I? What am I? Ninja without a soul is nothing more than a hollow blade. That's right. I mean, that's it all I have to say. Alright, last one of the middle. We got assassins and lancers. So, get ourselves a Merlin. Merlin in them, and we'll switch you back out for another caster. Alright, let's continue. Merlin's always nice to have. Good, we finally made it to the trail. From here, we can reach the peak in an hour if we hurry without stopping, but then we'd be too tired to fight, so we won't be doing that. We hurry, but we also take breaks when we need to. Not pushing ourselves too hard, no getting exhausted. We need to get there as soon as possible. As I say, even heaps of dust make a mountain in time. You hurry, but push yourself too much and all of a sudden you can go no further. That ends up taking you out of commission just when it really counts. You'd never be able to forgive yourself. You start to get so tired that you feel it in your knees, take a break. We still have a long way ahead of us. In that case, why don't I carry him? That may not look like it, but I am capable of carrying almost a ton. That much? I mean, that's amazing. I'm afraid it'd be too risky. If you happen to drop him for any reason while we were running at our top speed, he could seriously be injured or worse, especially since this isn't exactly the safest path. Indeed, there's no telling when we might run into more monsters, so we need to proceed with caution. That's settled. Let's go. You're a weird motley bunch, that's for sure. I guess the Age of Wars is really over. I know there ain't a ton of people living decent lives out there, but something about you that's more than just passing strange, Tanner. Remind you of your grandchildren, or... I don't remember what my grandkids look like anymore. It was a terrible time to be alive back then. For most people, it took everything they had just to stay alive. All the samurai cared about was conquering other provinces, so there was no end of war on this tiny island. Every now and then, we'd get a great leader, but they'd always die before their time. There's no guarantee that their successor was worth a damn. A powerful province came and invaded us, our feudal lords inevitably proved all but useless. In order to fight a war, you need money, food, and manpower. It wasn't enough that our lords would demand we hand over our money. They also demanded our lives. Working the rice fields was hard enough, but they came in and drafted all the young farmers for the army. All the fields were neglected. In the worst case, the farmers would even get killed in battle. On top of that, whenever a battle broke out near a village, soldiers would invade it and take everything from food to women. For most people in times of war, life is hell. It's true, Japan's warring states period was a truly horrifying time to be alive. There's no god or Buddha to be found then. There was something worth caring about if you looked hard enough, but I never found it. Nor did I ever see any god or Buddha feeding starving children after a war came to an end. But another way, the blades of that time were too strong. They offered neither salvation nor forgiveness. Back then, it seemed like the fires of war would rage on forever. Even if some feudal lord managed to claim the empire for himself and enjoyed a time of peace for a while, it was always just a matter of time before another war would break out. At least that's what I used to think. Oh, why are you looking at me? I see it in your eyes. You've been through a lot, but you grew up in privilege. Yours are the eyes of someone who's never gone hungry or lived in fear of war or had to sleep out in the cold. You don't come from nobility either, do you? I'm just an ordinary guy. It may not be a straight line from Iemitsu's reign to your time, but eventually... I know this land will be home to kids with gentle eyes like yours, even if people like you seem strange to me. Truth be told, it's hard for me to imagine a time filled with oddballs like you, but if this so-called peaceful world gets us there eventually, I guess it's not all bad. Yeah, we don't 100% get there, dude. Ramps. That was so cheesy. Shut it. Aw, you're blushing, Grandpa. Cute. And for the record, I don't think the Age of War was all bad either. Oh? After all, you were there during it, and so was I, and so was Kotaro. Danzo, I know you're active now, but you were around during the Age of War too, weren't you? Yes, I was. We've all got something in common then. We're willing to risk our lives to save children that are total strangers to us. Makes us all oddballs, as Grandpa Muramasa put it. Give it a rest. Lord Muramasa, I have a question for you as well. Earlier, when you said you don't remember what your grandchildren looked like, was that a figure of speech? No, I honestly don't remember. Thinking back on it now, I devoted every day of my life to forging swords and nothing else. Where blades are concerned, as long as you make them as you were taught, cut out through almost anything. That just wasn't enough for me. A sword forged by a true master should, I thought, be able to cut through anything. Born and raised to make swords and nothing else. Even as everyone around me starved to death, my work as a smith kept putting food on the table. So I thought my swords had to be able to cut anything, or else there'd be no point to my life. I was set out to make the ultimate sword. I ended up forging so many blades. Only because if I didn't, I'd never be able to make out one... Sorry, why did I think make out? Thinking of Emiya. Make one that was truly peerless. I decided that sword should be capable of cutting through bonds, certainty, and even karma. Just so you know, the Myonjin-giri I lent Muramasa... I can't read! I lent Musashi isn't that. That one's just an evil super blade that ended up reaching the demonic realm. Sounds more than powerful enough, but it's not the sort of blade you were seeking, is it? No, it's not. Probably not making much sense to you, but that's okay. No one else can understand it is what I'm seeking. Barely one step removed from madness. Or, yeah, I went mad a long time ago and never realized it. Barely remember my kids' or grandkids' faces. Some recollection of the disciples who carried on my smithing techniques, but that's all. Never did anything fatherly or grandfatherly for my family. Here I am. I don't give a damn whether this place is a dream, an illusion, or reality. It's where I ended up. I don't know who summoned me or why, but... Then you're a servant too, just like Lord Kotaro. That's right. Not good for anything besides making swords, but for some reason I showed up here. I know I haven't exactly come back to life, and so I made a decision. Now that I've found myself with a new life here, I'm going to make the most of it. It'd make me real happy to see Anui get married or travel where the wind takes her, just like Musashi. Same for Tasuke. I'd be happy to see a little guy grow up and become a merchant or a military officer, or he could even travel as well. Doing everything I can to make that happen. Forge spades, hoes, and even pots so I can save up money. When I dematerialize, I want them to choose their own futures and do what makes them happy. To grow up in a peaceful world, never knowing what it's like to be hungry. I won't have any damn thing get in my way. Not a giant snake, nothing. Sensing an evil aura, a really big one. Oh, is it another giant snake? A roaring giant body, big enough to reach the heavens. Exactly the same kind of great serpent the assassin of Paraiso controlled. I thought it was Paraiso's noble phantasm. Wait, of course, the Oni of Mount Ooi. There are stories that say Shuten Doji is the daughter of the god of Ooi, which makes her one of Yamada no Orochi's descendants. In which case, it's entirely possible that some god of hell could make use of the same power behind Paraiso's curse. How is that possible? Besides, don't you be going around summoning ancient serpents in the first place? Its whole body to block our path, huh? Knows we're in a hurry. If that's how it wants to play, I won't show it any mercy. I'm not going to hold back. I'm going all out to take this monster down. I don't know who this snake is descended from, and I don't give a crap. If it insists on getting in our way, I'll chop it up into bite-sized pieces. Not that I'll actually eat any of them. I know some people like to eat snake. I would certainly like to try it. I'm one of the types that's like... I like to try all the types of meat. Even if some people would think they're kind of gross or weird. And that's just who I am, so take it or leave it, folks. Not that anyone here would probably really care. It's gonna be enough? Nope, it's okay. A little bit of damage never hurt nobody. I mean, it literally does, I know, but it was mostly a metaphor. You killed that one. Okay. So now, let's do a bit of that. Let's get Merlin going. Oh, look at him spin. Okay. Battle 2 of 3. Ghosts? Like Zoinks Merlin. Do some of this.
そうそこだ
I'm gonna save my noble phantasms for the actual enemy there. Oh, you're not gonna get a chance to use that though, my man.
よかろう
いいとも
I guess I could use Garden of Avalon, but we'll see. We'll see if I need it.
そう
Yeah, again, you're putting that on and you're not gonna get a chance to use it because death comes swiftly for you.
何サービスだとも
Some nice crits. Okay, now this one will. Oh. I think that was, oh, gain down. That's fine. Let's go
よかろう
like this to get some stars too, because why not? It's like, you got 3. Dang, dude. Nice. Alright, big ol' Orochi, let's do this. Let's go Buster up on you. Attack up on us.
いじった方がいいんじゃないか
Attack up.
消えるがいい
Buster up.
マリン脆い
This is ridiculous. Attack up. This is ridiculous. This is redonkulous. Defense, so then we'll get to go defense to. Oh my god, this is gonna be. It's gonna be silly. It's gonna be silly Billy.
星の宇宙に物見の楽園の端から君に聞かせよう罪なき者のみ通るがいいガーデン・オブ・アバロン
I want to see just this giant number.
果てに至れ限界を超えよバロンダイトオーバーロード
費用鉄槌極光は半
Big number. Big number.
エクスカリバー
Let's see. I need to see the full number. That's not as much as I expected, but hey, that's fine. Hopefully we can do a big combo with you. No, well, Noble Phantasm Seal's fine. Your attack up is like whatever. Let's now go
お望みのままに
よかろう
this. How much can you do?
サービスだとも
そこだ
Good numbers. Big numbers. Oh my goodness, sir. Please stop getting your attack up. Okay. Well, let's try some of this. In fact, let's see how much. Let's see if we can get C-Star gain going, but without it being on him. Where would it go? Answer to kind of everyone else evenly, so that's good.
黙れ
何サービスだとも
あがくな
Oh, look at those numbers. Okay. Let's go do
はいお任せを
these for big numbers. Let's see. You have all your stuff up. Let's see. Nice. Oh, so close. Okay, well, you're done. Because we got this, and, like, who cares?
夢のように片付けよう
お任せを
いいお望み
Okay.
のままに
Dunzo. Orochi, more like
久しぶりの運動は答えるね
no Rochi. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. And is that that? Nope, a little bit more story just at the end there. Slash. Master, please stand back. We've mortally wounded it. But it's too strong to just die right away. If you stay too close, it could hurt you as well. Hey, I'm not backing off. I'm up with you guys. Lord Tanner, I don't understand. Can't you give orders and provide support from farther back just as well? Yeah, but I want to be right up there and be cool. You see, for most servants summoned at Caldia, the closer we can be to Master, the better. Essentially, staying close by significantly enhances our power. That's why Master always stays by our side. But in this case, it's just too dangerous for you to be here, Master. Don't worry, it's how I always fight. Be stubborn, kid. You should listen to that red-headed ninja once in a... Tanner? Damn it, The serpent went after Master with the last of its strength. Hang on, Master. I can see you rolling down the slope. I'm coming to get you, so stay where... You're still rolling? Whee! There's a new enemy coming in from the front. It's another black serpent identical to the one we just fought. Another one? Now? I'll catch up with you all later. Master. Sorry, Tanner. Once we make it out of here, I'll come after you right away. Rolling, 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 rolling. We rolled all the way down the hill, but along the way we collected a Saint Quartz. Alright, guys. Next time. Whoops, wrong one. Next time we're up to the Kala Sutra Hell ending. So we will see you then for that, guys. Ciao.